If you're spending more time on your phone speaking with people than what you are speaking with people in person, this video might be helpful for you, all right? The reason why we do this is because at our core, we're trying to build connection. We're trying to feel connected, where, yes, there's the dopamine hits and all that stuff that go on with, trying to get that quick attention grab. But at its core, where's it all come from? Like, as humans, we crave connection. It's one of our fundamental needs and what's essential to us to survive, and not just survive, but thrive and really, really, take on life and enjoy things, right? So when you think about why you're on your phone all the time, it's become much easier for people to build connections through the phone than in person. However, it's also got a lot to do with fear. It's got a lot to do with social anxiety. It's got a lot to do with not knowing how to put yourself out there anymore. Fear of rejection, fear of regret, fear of abandonment, fear of being accepted, or not accepted, should I say. So if you're on your phone, number one, you need to understand that what you're really looking for is connection. All right? Number two, if you're brave enough to acknowledge the fact that you're spending a lot of time on there and you're having more chats this way rather than in person, challenge yourself to change that narrative. Challenge yourself to get connection a different way. You can start with really small things. If you've lost your ability to say hello or hold a conversation in person, start with just smiling at people. Not like in a creepy way or a weird way, but just start smiling. Once you feel comfortable with that, say hello with your smile. Once you get past that, maybe move towards hello, how you going? And build up. Because we've got it all wrong. Yeah, this phone is a fantastic tool for connecting people, places, ideas, all sorts of things that you once couldn't, right? But what's the point of connecting in that way if you can never truly connect with a person or people? What's the point? You end up being used by the phone or by the tool rather than using it. I often say to people, and a lot of the clients that I coach, I talk about a hammer. Is a hammer good or bad? Because I refer to our phones the same way as I'm referring to a hammer right now. So I ask again, is a hammer good or bad? Depends who's holding the hammer. If you give a hammer to somebody who is a murderer, right, they could kill you with it. If you give a hammer to someone who's a builder, they could build you a house. Very simple example, but you get where I'm going with this. Is the phone using you or are you using it? Because it's all about connection. It's all you're trying to get. And I don't mean the internet connection. That's a different type. I'm talking about what you're trying to do. So utilize the phone to make new connections, but then get off the phone. And if you're at home right now, go and have a chat. Go and have a chat with a parent or a sibling or a friend. Or go and organise through the phone to catch up with someone, because I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how digital this world is getting and going. Nothing beats the conversation. Nothing beats having a conversation with someone in person. Nothing beats intimacy with people in person, not over the phone. Nothing beats anything that's remotely, or should I say innately human. Nothing beats that. And if you tell me you prefer to be on the phone over in person, then you're lying to yourself, because it's what makes you feel comfortable with not putting yourself out there, because you've been somewhat societally programmed to forget about who you really are and what you really like. But subconsciously, underneath the things that you do and don't do, you're still taking an action to try and connect through the phone. All right, so let this video hopefully be a reason for you to choose not to continue to just be on the phone. Choose to use the phone, not let it use you. Choose to, go and see somebody now. Go and talk to somebody of substance. Go and put yourself out there. And we'll talk about that in future videos around some techniques and strategies to try to get yourself past it, but at least let this video serve as a permission slip for you to have what I refer to as a fuck it moment, where you say, fuck it, I'm going to go and do this. I'm going to go speak to this person. I'm going to go tell this family member I love them, or I care about them, or it doesn't even have to be something deep. It can be something simple, but just go connect, because that's what you're really trying to do the whole time. That's why these phones have been able to have such a stranglehold on society. Easy way to connect, and that's what we want to do. But in order for us to connect through here, we've ended up disconnecting what we're really about. All right, so yeah, it's a balancing act. All right, hopefully it resonates, and pay it forward to someone else who you think spends too much time on their phone, and you prefer to hang out with them in person. All right, speak to you soon.